Hi, this video, Corey going to share his experience to the audience, what FUE hair transplant result look like during recovery and surgery and all this stuff. But I'm going to show the audience what Corey was. Now, today it's only 8 months. Again, not everybody result grow at the same rate, but it takes a year for it to fully grow, but 8 months he has, even 6 months he had excellent result already. You see how natural his hairline is, but it's very dense. You see right hand side, excellent density. Left hand side, very natural and dense. Top view, excellent density. And that's 100% done FUE manually by me. Okay, Corey, I'm gonna leave the audience to you.
Okay.
Go ahead, start with the beginning. How
Okay.
hair loss affected you?
So for me, my hair started. I literally started losing it about 7 or 8 years ago, and I noticed that it started getting more and more right here, but I still had hair here. So then I actually had to start doing a comb over, and it just started getting worse and worse. And then a few of my actually one of my friends found Dr. Diep and decided to do the FUE surgery. And I actually didn't even know he did it, but he shaved his head, and I was like, man, I was like, that's strange. But I didn't ask him about it because I wasn't sure what it was all about. Well, come to find out, he came to Dr. Diep, got the surgery, and I think he only got like 1,200 FUE.
Follicular.
Yeah. And then another friend of mine actually came up and got the surgery, and he got about 3,300. And I was like so amazed at the way that it actually filled in, and I had never heard such a thing of what FUE is. I knew there was the kind where you actually
The strip one.
The strip kind, yep. And
you don't want the scar at all.
no, so essentially it really affected me because I just didn't want to shave my head. So I figured once I started to become completely bald, I didn't want to have to spend the time to really shave my head. And plus I've always had really thick hair, and I was just like, I gotta do this. And so yeah, so I found Dr. Diep through my friends, and I've actually referred 3 other people because I mean, obviously it looks great. Now, what actually happened on surgery day, what I really liked about it, my experience, was that obviously the nurses were very helpful, and they were funny and friendly. There was like a television to watch. You can listen to music. Dr. Diep was actually really good at speaking to you and being there. He's very calm, nurturing, and through the healing process after the surgery, I was kind of scared because I was like,
Especially when the hair fell off.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I was kind of like, oh no, like what's gonna happen, And then my friends had told me, don't worry, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but it's going to come back. So as my healing process began, I was really actually pretty worried. I was like, I don't know, this isn't what I expected. And they're like, no, don't worry. And probably about, I would say, you could go back to work literally within the week. And then as far as the healing process of where I actually saw the hair coming back, I would say within a month. But the one thing that happens that you'll probably get scared of is that your original hair follicles will grow unevenly. So the ones that Dr. Diep put in, those ones go a little bit slower, but then about the 3rd month, somewhere around there, it comes back with a vengeance, and it all starts to grow really well, evenly. And let's see,
By 6 months, you have full density.
yeah, 6 months was actually, I thought it was like 5 months. Honestly.
5 months for you?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
about 5 months. I'm sure it's probably different for everybody. But the main thing that I was scared, I was like, oh no, what did I do? And I was like, I can't believe it. I messed my head up, and then it just boom came back, and that really was the game changer for me. And I literally go everywhere, and I show people pictures of what I looked like before.
Do you have the photo?
Yeah, because this photo is so hilarious. I literally showed them this photo of what I look like because my friend took it.
Let me zoom it in.
Because it looks so funny. See, you can see I had a comb over.
Uh-huh.
I had this comb over here, and my friends were like, let me show you what this looks like. And then I was just disgusted, and then I have all these photos from the surgery, and I just show everybody. I mean, it's pretty amazing, and I'm very happy with it, and I'm looking forward to coming back to get even more one day.
Yeah, well, you're a perfectionist.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist.
I think your hair is almost as dense as mine.
Oh, it's really dense. I mean, right now I'm actually growing it out. I'm gonna grow it out about 2 more inches longer, and I'm gonna start going it back this way, which I've never been able to do. I always had to go straight up because as you're balding, you know, right here in the sides, I only had the middle and nothing here, and then it was all bald here. So I kind of just had to do a little pyramid thing. So,
Yeah.
but
But the most important is natural, right?
Yes.
And no one noticed you have had surgery.
yes, it's no one knows. I literally freak people out. They're like, what? What? They like never knew that I was bald, and then they see that my hair is like this, and they're like, "Wow, this is so incredible!"
Yeah.
And I literally freak people out every day. I show people at dinner, I show people at parties. It's great, and people are like, "Wow, I gotta do it." You know, like I have 3 people at work. I got 1 here today that's getting work done.
Yeah.
I got 2 more at work I'm working on, and they're gonna do it. And you know, your staff is great, and just the whole experience, the location. You know. Flying up here isn't hard. There's hotels right down the street, so it's been great.
Yeah, you know, a hair transplant is a surgical skill and the artistry behind it. Because not every clinic are the same, I'll tell you honestly. So you don't want to choose too cheap. That's when you get yourself in trouble. And then, but then, you know, some of them might give you the density, but then there's no artistry.
Yeah.
You don't want to do hairline too high where it draws attention.
Can I share your story?
Yeah,
Do you mind?
Yeah, sure.
So when I came for my consultation, I asked Dr. Diep, why'd you get into this? And he told me, well, my parents wanted me to be, you know, a doctor or a lawyer probably or whatnot, but I wanted to be an artist, right?
Right.
And so, you know, you developed your own tool, and it makes sense. I explain this too to everybody that I show this to. It makes total sense because you don't want a follicle that's supposed to go this way to be going up and down. You want it to go the way your hairline is. And that made total sense, and that really was, when you explained that, I was like, wow, that's absolutely correct. That's the way I would want it to be done. So I think that's great that you know, you love what you do, because that's obviously showing.
Yeah, my passion. And I'll tell you, I take a lot of satisfaction to see my patient result in a year later, to make such a difference. You know, the career is great, you know, financially, but you know, when you have such make it a big difference in people's life, and you change them for the better, not just physically but emotionally as well. Then you're much happier.
Oh, I'm so happy.
And you see your my work of art on your head.
I mean, you could see I wasn't very happy in that photo.
I know you were wearing hats and all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah.
It was just so sad. I mean, look at my face right there.
And so, you know, and that was him, and you know, he had to wear hats and those stuff. Now you don't really wear hats anymore, and you go out and do anything that you want.
Yeah, so. I have tons of pictures. I used to wear hats all the time.
Yeah.
Literally all the time, because it was just so much easier, because when you're going bald, you actually have to spend a whole lot of extra time doing your hair, trying to make it look like you're not balding, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's totally worth it. I mean, being able to, you know, actually do a payment plan has been really a great option for me, because I don't have to put all my money out there right away. I can do it over time, and it just makes it available for really anybody. So. Yeah.
And this is one surgery, right?
This is one surgery, yeah.
Yeah. Some people want to know, hey, is it multiple surgery, you know, stuff.
Yes.
And do you put any topic or any product on your head?
No.
Nothing. This is all his real hair.
I mean, I literally went back to work within 3 days. So, I mean, that was kind of a big deal for me too, because you know, you got to be able to go to work, and really I thought that like the whole process of cleaning, and I thought all that was going to be really difficult. It really wasn't, because you just you explain how to do it, you just be really careful, and you know, cleaning it with the sponge and the water, and so that was really great.
Good. See, I'm gonna comb through for the audience to see. This is his real hair, and then I'll comb it down with full density. Okay. And if you can turn around, all the way around the back, all around here. And this is all his real hair. And this is the FUE.
Yeah.
And thank you, Corey, for allowing me to show the audience.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Diep.